The Premier League table gives you a pretty good idea of the gap between these two teams. 11 spots, 15 points. Of course, Manchester United just 2 wins from their first 8. Now, to really draw a picture of the difference between the two sides, let's look at their last 17 Premier League matches. Perfect for Liverpool, 17 wins, 17 points for Man U. Very different story. Here's a look at the probable Manchester United 11 against Liverpool. We know no David De Gea, no Pogba, no Shaw, no Lingard. I know you said, fortunes can swing, Craig, but based on what we're looking at here, there's not a lot to suggest that come Sunday, Manchester United's fortunes will swing.
I'd be surprised, and it will be talked up as a big game because of the historical nature of it. But let's be quite frank here. It is Liverpool trying to keep the winning run going against a mid-table, mediocre side. That's what they have become. So, listen, as far as I'm concerned, Liverpool are going to have a heck of a bad day at the office if they're not going to pick up 3 points. That is possible, but I think it's unlikely.
Ale?
You strip the Manchester United brand off of that team that we just showed, and that is nothing but a mid-table team and a struggling mid-table team. A team that within a couple of results is in a relegation battle. And so there is no real argument to make for Manchester United in this game other than the fact that maybe in rivalries you throw everything aside and something special may happen. Not happening. This is all about Liverpool, how they approach the match, and if they do it in the way that we have seen it in the past, which is being perfect in the last 17 matches, I expect that to continue.
Even with everybody being fit, I've seen nothing from Manchester United to suggest that they're going to make a fist of this. I see nothing from Liverpool to suggest that they are going to somehow capitulate. I think this is Liverpool's easy.
In some sense, just briefly, in some sense, I don't know, United fans wouldn't want this to happen, but in some sense from the outside, it seems to me that to get rid of all this give all the time nonsense, they might as well get Liverpool wipe the floor with them and make a decision.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's going to happen sooner rather than later. And for those people that are still clinging on to the fact that he's a former player and it might happen and all that nonsense, Liverpool could just completely dispel that myth come Sunday lunchtime for us, Sunday afternoon for them, because quite frankly, it's a shake-up that this whole club probably still needs.
Imagine how low the bar is right now, that's what Manchester United fans should be rooting for, that they get destroyed
by
Liverpool at home so that their fortunes change. And that's tough to take.
Jules, Liverpool hangs a 5 spot on Manchester United. Does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer survive that?
I think if it's a real spanking and if he can't even put forward, which he's done a bit, to be fair, this season, about the fact that he's got a lot of injuries and he's not his strongest team and all that rubbish, I think it might be hard. I mean, there's a point where the Glazers, for all the money that's coming into their club, and Ed Woodward as well, will realize